I grew up, my mum was a Christian. We went to church from I was quite a young age. I was really confident and into all my sports like ice skating, football, kickboxing, anything you can think of really. Whenever I started primary school then, it was me and my brother, and my mum was a single parent and she had to go back to work, and got quite busy then, and we kind of fell away from the church. Whenever I started primary school then, I got this big fear of what other people thought of me and if I wasn't good enough or if I was embarrassing myself. So my confidence slowly just knocked away, and I started quitting everything, all my sports and anything that I enjoyed doing, I quit. Because that fear took over me and I was so insecure. Whenever I started high school then, with that insecurity, I started getting into relationships from a really young age. My first serious relationship, I was 14, and it lasted 2 years until I was 16. Whenever that broke up, then I just wanted to do what I thought I was missing out on, which at the time my friends were going out getting drunk, and that's just what they done, and it was all for fun. But very quickly the fun was taken out of it and I got depressed. I was no longer doing this for fun. I was going to it for that happiness and for the confidence that I wanted back. It got to the point I was begging my friends to come out and get drunk with me. I was getting drunk by myself and phoning my mum, telling her that I was depressed, that I didn't want to be here anymore, that I was going to harm myself. I remember my mum asking me, why do you feel like this? You know, has something happened that's made you feel this way? And nothing had. I was just in this tunnel. I couldn't get out of it. It was so dark, and I just didn't see any point in life. I kept asking my mum, "What's the point? You know, you just get up to work to make money to hand it out for your house or whatever." And I just couldn't see anything good in that. I couldn't find anything happy. Just before I turned 17, I got into another relationship then, and I fell pregnant. At the time, my mum and my whole family were worried that I was going to have this baby and I was going to keep drinking and just kind of leave this baby with everybody else. But now they know, and I know that it was a complete blessing to me, given to me by God. He was now my point in life. Even if I wasn't happy, I still had to get up in the morning to make this baby happy. I had a responsibility, something to look after. Whenever he was 6 months old then, that's when I met Scott in Coleraine. I was down for a family holiday. Um, I was actually walking the opposite way, looking for my family. They were in a cafe having lunch, and walked past the cafe, couldn't see them. I walked back up the street then towards Scott. Scott stopped me then and introduced me to Jesus at the door, and it told me how Jesus was knocking the door of my heart and the handle was on the inside and I had to open it to let him in. Whenever Scott prayed over me then, I just felt the Holy Spirit take over me, the warmth and the tingling from head to toe. And I knew that this man that I've met in the street couldn't do this to me, and that this was real, that this was the Holy Spirit. I gave my life to Jesus then that day, and 2 years on, I am now leading worship in a church, and now have two beautiful sons who are dedicated to Jesus. I got baptized. I thank God that I couldn't find my family that day in that cafe, and that I turned and went the other way, and that He had led me to Scott.